Hey guys, this is the Imagining here today to bring you my review of this week's Bleach Manga chapter 586 entitled Headless Star 5. Well, I can't believe it's the fifth part of the Headless Star sequel, if you may will. But anyway, let's get started with this review. The things that I like. Number one, the very one thing I like about this chapter was that what was it? Yeah, when Uryu and Ichigo made their confrontation. And this I thought was really good because it foreshadows of what's going to come, what's pretty much is going to happen between Ichigo and Uryu. Because I think they're going to fight again, and when they do, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be epic. Hopefully, it'll be epic to see these two go at, because they've been, it hasn't been shown a lot, but I do believe that they have been rivals, for quite some time, even though the power gap between the two is obviously there, existent. But regardless, it'll be still intriguing to see that Ichigo and Uryu will once again fight it out, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I would just love to see that fight. So let's see what else I like. The second thing I like about this chapter was that the action that was being involved in the chapter, meaning like Renji, Byakuya, Rukia, Uruchika, Isagi, and I think what was it? Yeah, Ikaku were all present, all there playing against the other Quincy's, the ones that were teaming up, ganging up on Ichigo. So like I really loved the action, even though it didn't show much of it, but it was just them, a little bit talking, and then they charged right towards each other. So the two different, or I say polar opposite groups, are now facing each other, or going to face each other, hopefully in the next chapter. The third thing I actually like about this chapter was not Uryu, Chad and Orihime actually showed up, because like their arrival from Wakamundo to the Soul Side was definitely unexpected. I mean, yeah, sure you had Ichigo and Uryu's confrontation, but I didn't think Chad and Orihime will arrive, at that exact moment. So I thought that was very intriguing, because now not only that Ichigo knows that something's wrong with Uryu, being with Juha, but now Orihime and I can assume Chad has his own, what's it called? Yeah, suspicious um, about Uryu's, role as protecting or being a servant to Juha Batch. And also, it appears that Uryu thinks that Ichigo doesn't have enough power to beat Juha Batch, as he was saying that, you had no reason being here because your life is going to be, pretty much your parents going to be dead and somewhat. So like there, I think he recognizes Juha Batch's strength in comparison to Ichigo, and that he believes that Ichigo won't have enough power to stop Juha Batch on accomplishing his goal, or let alone beat him. But we'll see how that goes out. So yeah, those are the three things I like about the chapter. There was nothing in the chapter I disliked. Well, even the fact, like somewhat, was that like in the beginning portion of the chapter, right, he got did his attack. With that little girl, I think what's her name, the Quincy girl, the one that is the gluten, that's the big mouth, Leoto, if I spell that correctly. She was saying that we need to go to full standing form, because she want really want to fight Ichigo instead of these guys, instead of Renji, Ruki and them. So I was gonna say I kind of, well, I can't really, well, to be fair, I was gonna originally say somewhat be fair about that, because I'm not gonna add as a dislike, because they might reveal it in the next chapter, but once the next chapter comes out and if they still don't reveal their full standing form, then I'll play as a dislike. But for now, I'm not going to. To me, it's kind of like a somewhat, so I'm not going to count it against the actual chapter itself. But other than that, yeah, I don't have no dislikes. Now, for my speculations, what I think is going to happen in the next chapter and further on down the road, I think Udi, I'm just gonna say for each chapter, next chapter, because it makes more sense. It sounds more relevant, because anything can change throughout 2 to 3 chapters, or per chapter, basically. So what I think is going to happen in Bleach's next chapter is that Uryu, not Uryu, Orihime, Chad, and all Renji, Ruki, and them, are going to pretty much fight off against these Quincy's, these Storm Raiders. Now, how Orihime gonna be useful, I don't know. Maybe Chad might just go in there because yeah, he's more of a fighter type. Orihime is not really a fighter type. She's just more of a healer, kind of like a Magic Ninja, if you may will. But yeah, but I don't know. But maybe Orihime might learn something new. Because like this interesting fact to point out was that during the Rocker arc, Grimjo said to Ichigo during their last battle they had that Orihime was had something inside her stomach or somewhere inside her body, somewhere along the line that Grunjo stated. So maybe that might play a big role. I'm not too sure, but either way, I don't see Orihime fighting against the Quincy. I can see her like maybe helping Ichigo out on trying to search for Jewel Batch. Well, not Jewel Batch, but pretty much figure out a method on how to get to the Soul King Palace. So that's all I can really see happening here. Well, in that, basically in the next chapter. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts. That's gonna happen next week. Well, hopefully, not if, hopefully happen next week's Bleach Manga chapter. And well, yeah, overall, yeah, I forgot did my rate about the Naruto Manga chapter, but doing this rating now for this week's Bleach Manga chapter, I say it was a good chapter. Even not because a lot, I think, yeah. Well, basically, some of the things really happened with Uryu and Ichigo, and then the action. So I mean, in Udi, not Udi, I keep saying Udi, or Hime and Chad, arrive at the fray very much. So I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I think it was a really good chapter. It really was. So once again, like, thumbs up for, yeah, look at it. Thumbs up if you like this video. Comment down below what your thoughts of your thoughts of this chapter. Also, speculations what you think is going to happen in next week's Bleach manga chapter. And subscribe to my channel, The Imagining, for more manga reviews and anime discussions and many more. So, yep, that's it. So, once again, this is the Imaginator, and I am saying bye.